It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. And most importantly, I almost forgot, happy birthday to Bitcoin. Yes, I wish I had like a little soundboard I can do a little round of applause. But today marks 9 years since the inception of Bitcoin. The Genesis block is what they call it. Satoshi Nakamoto's first mined block. And 9 years, 9 years. And man, what a ride. What a ride. So we'll get into, I got a story for you guys that actually happened yesterday. And shout out to Donnell Luckett. He's part of this story, so I hope he's watching. So we'll get into that in a minute. I hope you like my new splash screen. Dope, ain't it? My man Eric TC, one of the Webbot members, Webbot Chatroom members. We got a lot of talented people in that room, people. He did that up for me. And we also have one he did for our new podcast, Block Party, that Nick and I from Truth Blitz are doing. And we got some exciting guests coming on. You guys are going to be really excited about this lineup. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll give you more details about that in the coming weeks or days or whatever. But let's get into, before we even get into the coin market cap, make sure you guys get over there to cryptoblood.io. Pick you up one of those teas. We got an area for Uncle Clif where you can download some of his Clif notes that, again, the wonderful members of the Webbot chat room, some of them have composed and I have uploaded here. So you can do that. Also, if you guys are looking for training on technical analysis, you know, either you're sharpening up, you need to sharpen up your skills, or you're just learning, you can do that as well under Contact Me and TA Services. So check me out, cryptoblood.io. Again, it's a new year and we got to get as many people as we can to get into this crypto space, because it's already fire. Like, we're going to look at this now. So let's take a look at coin market cap. Currently we're sitting at 710 billion, people. I told you guys, I made a prediction on Twitter. I said we will hit 1 trillion before February. And we definitely are on pace for that. Bitcoin's dominance has risen a little bit here. It's at 35.8%. And look at all that green, people. Looking good. One thing I do want to just, if we look at here, Ripple. Like, all you people out there that's talking about, just mad at this Bitcoin Cash and it's not the real Bitcoin and so on and so forth. What we really should be doing as a community is spreading the word about not buying Ripple. Ripple is a threat to, in my opinion, what cryptocurrencies and decentralized currencies are all about. And you know, while we're over here battling infighting between our one another in our own communities and coins and stuff, we got Ripple over here getting ready to, it has already eclipsed Ethereum. And hell, all it needs to do is double in price and it will almost eclipse or usurp Bitcoin's market cap. So these are the types of things over the holiday weekend, I had family members, people, you know, at cigar lounges. Hey man, I want to get this Ripple. It's fine to make a buck off of it, I guess. But the problem with that is if I tell you, yeah, go ahead and trade it because you're going to make some money off of it, well, what does that do? That pours more money into that particular ecosystem, Ripple's ecosystem, and only brings more attention to that. So it's like a feedback loop, and we'll end up having more people using Ripple than some of the other decentralized cryptocurrencies that we have. Ripple is owned, 60% of Ripple supply is owned by Ripple, the company. It is a company, people. It's not. It's a big threat to, again, what I'll do. This is what I'll probably do. I'll do a video, maybe in the next week or so, on the difference between Ripple and other cryptocurrencies, decentralized cryptocurrencies, and what that means and why that's important. Because it's very important that we understand and put a clear line between the two, so that newbies coming into the space won't be confused. All right, so that's the real threat to cryptocurrencies, not Bitcoin Cash. All right, thank you. Anyway, let's take a look at this chart, people. I shared the link to my chart so you guys can follow me on TradingView if you would like. Get free updates from a technical analysis standpoint. What we have here, I told you guys a couple days ago that I circled these green areas. When we broke above this, what we call scoring a point, I said, yep, this is a bullish sign here. And then all we needed to do is score a point on that next peak, and we did that. And we actually attempted to score a point on this one here, but slightly ran into resistance there. The ultimate point to be scored, just to let you guys know, of course, is this one. That's still the big one we have to score a point on. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw. I'm gonna change the color. I'll change it to like a turquoise or something. That's the point, people. That is where we need, and I drew, and it, see, this dotted line is exactly where we have to get above 16,662, roughly that area. So that is the next goal for Bitcoin. If we can break above that, we are Gucci, people. Now I do want to just do this. I'm going to draw a trend line below here like that. Boom. So now this gives you some frame of reference for actually where we could pull back to. So we could see something like this. Let me just change this over to that. You know, we could see something like this before heading up. So just keep that in mind, people. Just keep that in mind. And that's it for the chart talk. I do want to show you guys this. This is part of, kind of goes in lieu or along with today being Bitcoin's birthday, 9th birthday. My man Jameson Lopp said here, he had a tweet out. I thought this was hilarious. Bitcoin obituaries proclaimed per year. So 2010 was 1, 2011 6, 2012 1, and I actually remember 2014 and 13. I really more so 14 was a big year for people calling Bitcoin dead. I know CNBC did it a few times. So it shows here 2014 29 times, 2015 39 times, 2016 28 times. In 2017, 93 times. I'm surprised. I haven't been here. I didn't hear the whole Bitcoin is done narrative this as much in 2017 as I have maybe in 2014, 15, when Mt. Gox went down. Oh my God, man. People were saying on CNBC, on Fox, on Bloomberg, that Bitcoin was hacked. It's funny. We're going to be able to look back on these days and really laugh at those individuals. And not that they're dumb, it's just a lack of knowledge on the subject. And we take these people, because they're on TV, we take their word as gospel. And we shouldn't, ever. So, thought that was a neat little tweet from Jameson Lopp. And really what I wanted to talk to you guys about is just kind of a shoot the breeze type of day. So yesterday I was at the cigar lounge, and I actually was talking, of course the subject of Bitcoin came up, and a buddy of mine was like, man, I should have got in. Is it too late? I was, thinking about getting in a year and a half ago. A guy at my job was persuading me, pushing me to get into it. He was like, but this guy was always on these different multi-level marketing schemes. That's what he was known for. And so when he, brought this whole idea of Bitcoin to him, and the guy couldn't explain it properly, and his background as far as being into MLMs, he was very suspicious and weary of getting into it with, into the Bitcoin, per his advice. And I told him, I said, man, I understand. I think that was a safe decision. I would have done the same thing if I didn't understand Bitcoin and all that good stuff. So we were talking about that or whatnot. So, and so then we got on. Then my other buddy came through, and he's like, hey man, hey, I need you to give me that Bitcoin. You gave me that Bitcoin. I'm like, I ain't give you no Bitcoin. What you talking about? He's like, yeah man, you gave me Bitcoin about 3-4 years ago. I'm like, I don't think I gave you any Bitcoin, bro. He's like, just look it up, because I was actually helping people set up Coinbase accounts from their phone. So that's what I was helping them do. And I took his phone. We did a search because he was saying, I told him to sign up. He was using the email address that he, had been using for years, and it kept saying account already created. And so he went and we searched through his emails, and lo and behold, he already had a Coinbase account. Now, the funny thing about it is, in 2014, January to be exact, actually, this is the funny part. I told him then in January 2014, we were at another cigar shop that is not recently closed, but it's been closed for some time now. But back then we used to smoke and hang out there. So this guy, I was telling everyone then, I'm like, get on this Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys. And I got him to create a Coinbase account at that point. And he created a Coinbase account. I sent this guy 50 cents worth of Bitcoin. And that was 50 cents worth of Bitcoin then. And I did that just to show him the ease of use. It wasn't even to be like, hey, here's some Bitcoin. I was just showing him how easily you can transfer money that was decentralized. It wasn't part of the monetary system per se. And so we got him into his account, and lo and behold, he surely did. I looked at his he had some Bitcoin Cash, of course, because he held Bitcoin while at the time of the fork. So he had some Bitcoin Cash, and he had $9, almost $10 worth of Bitcoin from 50 cents 4 years ago. So There's a story for you people. 50 cents to almost $10. I sent this guy, and I told him, he was wondering like, how much would I have done, you know, if I would have so and so forth. And I was giving him the numbers, and he was just, he was kind of upset. But I say all that to say, the reason why many times, and we have to help people understand why they should be getting into Bitcoin. And the barrier to entry many times in the past, maybe not so much today, because a lot of people may be getting into Bitcoin because of the price, right? And the speculation part of it is more of a speculative play currently, and it will still pay off very well for people in early 2018 into 19. But what I think the disconnect was years ago when I was telling people about Bitcoin was that they didn't understand. So most people don't even understand, even educated people with bachelor's and master degrees, they don't even understand. So this is not for people uneducated. This goes across the board, honestly. This is what I've noticed. And I don't necessarily blame them. It's the system. They want you to not understand the way money works. Okay? That's the whole goal. So that they can manipulate and steal wealth from you. So you really have to, and you know, one book I would suggest you guys go check out, and let me see if I can find this book for you guys. This book is very important for you to check out to get a basis and understanding of our monetary system, who created it and what it's about. Very, very enlightening book. Please go download, purchase this book by Dr. G. Edward Griffin. Very, very smart individual. I've been following him for a few years now. And this book here, people, will definitely open your mind up to understand the monetary system that we live in, and how it's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not what you think it is. So if you understand that, you would understand, or I should say, the people that you're talking to would understand it. If they're not into Bitcoin yet, any cryptocurrencies, and even you, maybe you are into cryptos and you got in just because you heard it was a good investment, and that's cool. It's cool to have that. But the reason why I want people to understand why they should be in Bitcoin from a fundamental standpoint is because when you see things like Ripple, or when you'll see things like a Fed coin, you know, like the Federal Reserve may issue a coin, or these different countries, these different sovereign entities will start to issue their cryptocurrencies, you will understand and be able to differentiate between the two. Because if we as a people, with this whole cryptocurrency evolution and explosion of technology, if we as a people end up with cryptocurrencies that are issued by central banks and governments, then we could have stayed in the old paradigm. And matter of fact, if we don't understand and we do follow down the road of central bank issued cryptocurrencies or government issued cryptocurrencies, if we fall down that path, it's actually worse than the old paradigm, because now they have an ability to track everything you do, tax everything you make. Okay, so it's very important, again, to start to understand what we're dealing with. So I want you guys to go check out The Creature from Jekyll Island by G. Edward Griffin. Very, very good book. It will enlighten you. And that's what it's all about, people. Furthering our knowledge, and with this shift in paradigm from the old monetary system into this new one, we have to be on our P's and Q's. All right, we got to be on it. So, and we want everyone, our families, friends, and all of that, our peers, we want them to understand as well, so we don't fall into the same trap. That's what it's about, people. So make sure you check out that book if you haven't. For those who have read it, let me know what your thoughts were about The Creature from Jekyll Island. I thought it was a wonderful book. Leave your comments and questions also. Leave your questions in the section below this video, people. Also join me in that Webbot room that you see to your right, my left. I'll leave the link to that in the description of this video as well. Make sure you like and subscribe. Happy birthday, Bitcoin. And we out. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Holla.